This is my first record I ever owned.
The Beatles.
Yeah.
That's a
Meet the Beatles, Pearl Killer. Dear friends, some of them. Friend, the person who, this is why I sing, Joni Mitchell.
It's a big goofball. Big complexity.
Oh my God!
We're here at the Harrison Street Records, going to meet Michelle Schmitt, singer and songwriter. So let's go in and check out her studio.
I own that. To have black stuff with
for
brown
Christ's sake.
shoes and everything.
Oh my God. I don't know if these guys understand that. It's terrible. 5 years ago, I thought it would be a great thing to mix what I do, which is my passion, the music, with making something happen at the end of the year when Meals on Wheels really, really needs money. They need help. And so I thought it'd be great. Bring the music together, bring the people who love Meals on Wheels and music and the holidays, and it's the end of the year, and kind of say thank you to the universe for all the good things.
So tell me a little about your passion, because this was something you took on after you had two sons, and
Yes.
at some point in your career, you had done singing before that,
Yes.
and you wanted to approach it again. So tell me a little about what that was like for you to step back into singing and return to your singing career.
Well, it was an accident. I thought I said goodbye to the music as a young person. I thought it'd be great to be, I'm from the Midwest, from Detroit, doing the Midwest mom thing, be around, not be on tour and all that. And a friend of mine asked me to be on a benefit record with her and a lot of other people, and to put a song on the record that was 15 years ago. And so I did. And I thought it was sort of a one-off thing. And, it turned into, for me, things that are little small things sort of turn into crazy-ass things. And so it's big now.
Yes.
I have the studio. I work in another really big one up north with my whole band. And it's just gone from sort of a small, thank you, I got to do this one lovely project into, I think I'm on my 9th record.
Wow. And
So-
they've been successful. So
Yeah.
with the being bitten by this bug to start off, a lot of people, I think, go through their lives and there's certain passions that they have. So what is the advice you'd give to people around tapping into your creativity? How do you tap into your creativity? And at any point, how did you get the confidence and the passion to actually make it happen? Because the music business is a challenging business to be in.
First of all, I got the best advice of my life when I came back into the music world 15 years ago. And the advice, it was from a friend who's very well known and has been around a long time. And she said, Michelle, just stay in the music. Keep your head and your heart in the music. Don't worry about what happens. And I am very teachable. I think the older you get, the more teachable you are. And I did what she said. I stayed in the music, and I just kept working at this songwriting, which I've been doing since I was 12 years old. The difference as a grown-up coming back into it is when I'm driving down the street and I see something, or a little hook comes into my head, or I wake up in the middle of the night because I had this dream and I thought of something, I write it down, and I know for sure that it's going to be turned into something at some point.
You were mentioning your inspiration. One day you woke up in the middle of the night. What's the most interesting or fascinating backstory to one of your songs?
Oh, well, I'll tell you, it's this record, Messages. And what's interesting to me might not be interesting to someone else, but my mother passed away a year ago in November, literally on November 10th. And it was definitely a difficult relationship. I was a very good daughter, but it was not an easy thing. And I had this old iPhone. It was the last version, and it had all these messages from her. And I just kept not, for some reason, not deleting them. I just kept listening to them. And they didn't say, you know, hi, honey, I hope everything's great. They were who she was, and she was pretty unhappy at the end of her life. And I was driving over the Golden Gate Bridge, and I was thinking, why can't I delete these messages? And I don't know, I just went home, and this is what happens. I don't force anything. I don't try to do anything. I just went home to my cozy house, and I got a guitar. I have guitars sort of everywhere. And I just started writing these words. And again, it was sort of like that other song I told you about. I wrote it from the top verse to the end. And it just kind of happened. And there was a lot of emotion. I said things very succinctly.
Talking a little earlier about those post-it notes in the back here with the technology and everything else. And it's always interesting, this fascination between being creative and being in the music. And then there's all this technology to record and do all of that piece of it. What's your view on the whole creative process and, you know, coming together with the technology?
I think in the beginning, I thought that I needed to know how to do everything. I do play piano. I do play guitars. I do not even know how to turn this thing on. Someone gave, the same person, this mentor of mine gave me this advice saying, I said, I think I need to learn how to play guitar better because I taught myself how to play every instrument I play. I've never taken a voice lesson or any of this.
Wow,
and
self-taught.
Yeah, I mean, I've been singing since I was a kid. And so what I learned from her and what I've learned from other people and watching other people is there is my 27-year-old or 28-year-old engineer. This is what he does. He pushes the buttons. My guitar players play unbelievable, but they don't write the songs. I write the songs. So I stay in that place. One of my first producers was trying to tell everybody what note to sing, what note to play. And one day I said to him, how can any of the magic happen if you're controlling every moment? Because all the magic happens when no one's planning it, I think. Anyway, that's how it works for me.
When do you know the album is done?
We fall in love with every single song, like it's a baby. And there's a song that I wrote about stopping time. And it's too tender for me to sing that right now with the thing going on with my dad. So I pulled that song. Someday it'll be time to sing it. It's not now. But I think there's sort of a rule you're supposed to have around 9, 10, 11, 12 at the most. And so we just decided we pulled songs. And so from the beginning of the song to the 12th track, it's a journey. And that's how we did it. We just had to take some of our babies and put them away in a different room.
Even if I get rid of what's on my phone, I'll be here alone with my regrets.
I'm so grateful because a lot of people don't have the chance. I did the music as a young person, moved to California, did the mom thing, and thought that was a part of my life that was no longer going to be there, and it's just started. And the indie movement, you know, we can own our own studios.
Yes, the technology has come to that level.
Yeah,
too.
it's amazing.
Thanks, Michelle, for sharing your passion, your fearlessness, and supporting a great cause, Meals on Wheels.
Thank you. It's been great. Thank you so much for coming to my studio.
Thank you.
All right.
Do you ever sing that jet plane song? Is that her song?
Not I'm leaving on a jet
I'm
plane?
leaving on
No,
a
you
jet
don't know
plane.
anything about me. No, that is
Don't
not.
sing.
What was I about to say?
Something really interesting.
Just come up with a new question.
Okay, you
You
were
had a good
talking
one, though.
about
Who
Yeah.
did sing that?
Joni Mitchell.
No. Hell no.
Oh, you're Googling it right now?
Peter, Paul, Mary. I win. You
Oh.
lost. Boom.